Panther Nation, what's good? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
Y'all already know what it is. I am your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, Tony. Come on one time. Cuz what it is, what it ain't.
It
I
ain't
just
whatever
felt
this
it.
is.
I just felt it. I just felt it. I ain't did the crabs and I don't know how long.
You ain't did the crabs, and I don't know how
I
long. I
ain't.
need you to add a couple more
Yeah.
words to that. Okay, next time add a
No.
couple more words.
Grown ass
Hey,
man say how I wanna
how,
say
how you doing, cuz?
it. uh, hey, you know me, six in one hand, half a dozen the other dog. Gets a call it even.
Okay, all right, got you,
Gets
got you,
call it
got you.
even.
Yeah, hey, and everybody, if you're new to the stream, as always, welcome. Okay, on your way in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us
Yes,
over
sir.
on Twix, that's a mixture of Twitter and X, as we like to call it. Go ahead and follow us on our page, Two Fans ITS, and you can check us out on all social media right here that says below at Two Fans in the Stands. All right, cuz okay. So I thought that we were just going to kind of, talk about the Bills game, and kind of be, just we're gonna be quick, but
Right,
a
right.
lot that happened today. Okay, a lot that happened
Yeah.
today. And then move in particular that really pissed both of us off that they made after the last preseason game, and we'll probably get into that here in a little bit too. But yeah, so I mean, we made a trade. We
Yes,
we we
sir.
made a trade. All right. So for y'all that didn't know, our seventh round pick this year, Michael Barrett out of Michigan.
Michigan.
Okay. He got sent to Seattle for their cornerback, Michael Jackson. And I was trying to think, I was about to say one of the Michael Jackson jokes, but I've
I was
been
about
hearing
to
the
hit
damn
it.
things all day long. I mean,
I
people in
was
the
about
comments talking about the Seattle telling him to beat
oh
it.
god. Yeah.
The Panther fans are like, we won't rock with you. I mean, just all kind of crap. Mind you, I love me a good corny joke, so I thought it was hilarious. But I was just at the last second, I was like, you know what? I was like, no, let me not try to force one of them corny ass Michael Jackson jokes. But welcome to the 704, Michael. We hope you get here and can contribute to the team right away. But let's get
Yes,
into that,
sir.
Tony. Okay, let's get into that a little bit. All right. So
Okay.
as you see here on the screen, and this is something that you don't see too much of. Oh, you know what? Hold on, Tony. Wait, no. I done skip protocol. Let me go backwards here. My bad, everybody. I'm sorry. Hey,
Got a little
comments. My
excited.
bad, y'all.
Got a little
Hey,
excited.
yeah. Nine down all the time. He said, "What's up, homies? What's going on?
What's up,
What's
Nine
up,
Don?
Doug?" Said, "Man, it's showtime. Better be on time." Hey, look here. All right, that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna see you in a second. I'm gonna see you in a second. Panthers Pope Podcast. How you doing out there, sir? To the pastor.
That's Doug.
He
That's
said,
Doug
"Let's
up
go."
there.
Huh?
That's Doug up there.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, I see him. I see him. I got you. All right.
Yeah.
The Rob Star Report. What's up, Clay? He said, "Smash that
What's
like
going on,
button
Clay?
like it owes you." Hey, like it owes. Yes, please.
I
Please. Go
know
ahead and
that's
smash
right.
that like button for us. Appreciate that. Nakari, what's going on, dog? He said, "What's up, y'all? I've been working on a theme song, but I need to know who some of y'all favorite artists are so it reflects your personality." Okay. All right, bet. Bet. Just how you
Okay.
know where to find us. Just hit us up on
Yeah.
X, man. You know where to find us. All right. Let me see. Nada, what's up? He said, "Salute to CJ and Tony. Keep pounding." Hey, keep
What's
pounding. We
going on, Nada?
appreciate you. Let me see. SC Page 4. What's going on, man? He said,
SC.
"What's up, guys? No more
Well,
Plumber the Bum."
well, hey, why you say
uh
that, AC? I mean SC, he's still on the team.
Yeah, but you know what? It might not be for very long. It's
Hey,
especially if he
I'm a
goes out
veteran.
against Buffalo and has another dud of a game. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, even if you play decent, there are some veteran quarterbacks that's probably going to get released by one of these teams. And
Hmm.
if I remember correctly, in Dave Canales' first presser, that's one of the things that he said he wanted. He wanted another veteran quarterback in the QB room. So we'll wait and see.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Let me see. Mr. Hunky Dory said, "Damn it, I ain't got nothing to complain about with the Panthers this week." Hey, that's all right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thank you, Mr.
What's
Hunky
up, Mr.
Dory.
Honky Dory?
Hey, hold on. Uncle Jerome, Uncle Cosby.
You know
Oh,
what,
okay.
Doug?
All right.
I'm gonna take the high road. And the famous words of one of our famous ladies: "When they go low, we go high." We have eyes on us now, sir. So I'm gonna need you to act accordingly. All right. Thank you. Go ahead, CJ. Carry on. I'm not going
The
to
car
even buy
said,
into this foolishness.
car said, "Hey, yo, Tony."
What's on the card?
Look, I'm not gonna put Doug other comment up there.
Yeah,
Marcos
he
Cash,
wants.
what's going on? How you doing? Hold on, he said never sitting beside Tony at a game.
Hey man, I'm a
Oh
lot
my
of fun
goodness.
at a game, dog.
Hey, we told Michael Barrett to beat it. Michael Jackson is a bad man. So many Jacksons is getting confused. Yes. Okay. So we have we have Dane Jackson. We have Lamar Jackson who cleared waivers and is back on our IR list. And
Right.
now we have Michael Jackson. So you know we're just two away from the Jackson 5, I guess. So hey, B Amos, yo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What up, B
Miss
Amos?
Mr. Hunky Dory said we missing Tito and Janet, but it's 2024. Oh no, no, don't do Janet like that, Mr. Hunky Dory. Don't do Janet like that. We like Janet just the way she is. Don't do her like
Yeah, that was out of pocket. That was out of pocket.
that. And we traded Dante. Yes, yes, and we traded Dante Jackson.
Yes,
Yes, yeah. We would have four of them if we still had Dante on the roster, but hey, look, if Dante was here, we probably wouldn't have Dane and the rest of them. But yep. But
that's
uh,
true
but
too.
hold on one second here. Let me go ahead and get our good friend up here. All right, Mister C. Douglas. What's going on, Doug? How you doing, bud?
What's going
Nothing
on,
much,
Doug?
man. Nothing much. Like I said, Tony, I'm behave because, as you said, we got eyes on us now. But you see how CJ can't determine if I'm a long distance cousin or I'm not claimed no more. So, hey, however he introduced me, I'm gonna take it. He said our
Oh,
good friend. You heard it, right? You heard it,
Oh,
right?
hey,
But
hey,
look,
no.
but look,
hey!
but look,
I,
but
I'm
look.
gonna
Hey,
leave.
look.
I'm gonna leave that up
Hold
to
on,
the little
wait,
cousins.
wait,
I'm gonna let
wait,
y'all
wait.
talk
Hold on,
over
hold
that
on,
for
wait,
now.
Doug.
Don't you
Stop,
redo
stop.
it.
Hold on,
Don't
hold on,
redo it.
Doug. No, 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 no. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. My apologies. Okay, welcome to the stage. Our third fan in the stand. Our little cousin. Our good buddy. What's up, Doug? Okay, there we
Hey,
go.
hey, hey, look, I'm gonna say he fed me. He ain't clothed me, but he gave me a bed to lay in, so I ain't gonna talk too much junk. So hey.
All right, Miss Lucky Dory said, "Wow, my joke got booed. LOL. I'll behave, but never PC." Oh my god. Matal Lomax, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up,
How you
Matai?
doing? All right. Hey, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all guys. What do y'all think about us swapping Barrett for Michael Jackson?
Go ahead, Doug.
I've been talking all day about it, so I want to hear your take
Oh,
on it.
um, me personally, I don't know much about Michael Jackson. I think, matter of fact, me and C. Duggan was on a Clay show, and when the news broke, I saw it on Twix, and I let them know, and we
Mhm.
immediately started researching to find out more about Michael Jackson. But it does make sense that the fact that now the head coach of Seattle used to be the defensive coordinator at the University of Michigan. And Michael Barrett was a captain last year, but I think he's been a starter since his sophomore year, if I'm not mistaken. So he has
hmm
familiarity with that head coach and playing in that scheme that he took from Michigan to Baltimore now that he's in Seattle with it. Michael Jackson is a big corner, 6'1", 210. Ran a 4.45 40 at the combine out of the University of Miami. Physical, got good speed. Looks like he's pretty good in zone coverage. I don't know about man to man coverage, but he is pretty good in zone coverage. So Evero does like those bigger corners. He does like those corners 6'1", 6'2", whatnot. So, well, no, we'll see if he pans out. Hopefully so. Hopefully, he's able to get some run this Saturday.
Okay.
No, 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 Tony. No, we don't need to play Saturday.
Uh-oh.
No,
Hell hitting him with the absolutely not, sir.
no, we good. No, he don't need what we say early on Clay's live. He need to get in that playbook. He got
Mm,
16 days.
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
don't
True.
He
need to
need to
play
get in the
right now. He needs to
playbook.
get in that playbook. I don't want to see him. Literally, this is another. If we do that, I would be shocked. But this is another week where we get a player. They have 24 hours and they put the uniform on the next day.
Yeah.
Unlike what we needed with the offensive lineman guard, he's already played in the week.
Yeah.
This is a player that's going to be probably starting September 8th. So he needs to take all the time that he can travel. I would say just travel with the team, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, me personally, there's no reason to see him
Yeah.
there. Because again, if he
Okay.
goes down,
Okay.
what you gonna do then? You gotta go on Tuesday's waiver wire, get another corner. So right now, with him being healthy, he passes physical, everything. Give him that playbook. Hey, you know, be right beside Cooley. Cooley's the passing game coordinator and cornerbacks coach. I need to see him directly right beside him as much as possible while we're in Buffalo on Saturday.
Okay.
Facts.
Either with
I
him with
get that. Well,
JC,
yeah.
yeah, either him with JC and all that, but I love it. It's a matter of two physical corners. I've seen one outrageous take where somebody was saying, um, this is JC Horn's replacement. Absolutely not.
Oh
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
no. You
not.
know what? I thought I
Nah.
saw that earlier today too.
I saw it on Twitter.
Okay.
Like I said,
Gotcha.
I'm like, no, no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But I love
Yeah.
it. I again, one thing that when Tony, Big Cuz broke it, I said, damn, Morgan's working before the about to say trade down right before cutoff day on Tuesday. And that's a good thing
Mm,
because you don't want us to possibly where I've also seen a tweet where the Seattle Seahawks fan base thought he was going to get traded. Let's just say another team needed
oh,
him. And if you look at the value that we got him at before Tuesday, you got him before game day when anybody gets hurt, which is starting tonight and starting throughout the weekend. So let's just say a corner goes down. Somebody gives him up a better offer. We'll miss out on that. That's one thing that we
Right.
did with Stephon Gilmore. We were literally, from what I heard, and I have to find that tweet again, we were 2 million off from
Mm.
signing, not
oh,
not 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 the whole contract, but 2 million off. So let's just say, oh, we're giving them now before everything the chaos goes on. You got another guy that can come in and play.
okay.
So
Yeah.
I love it.
Gotcha.
Like I said, the physicality, he's definitely physical. Um, doesn't have a long bill of injury history, which is a good thing as well.
I
But
wonder.
go ahead, Tom.
I wonder what his current contract is right now since we traded
I
for him.
you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I saw Dunk have it on earlier. Shout out to Dunk, unnecessary bluntness. And I looked at I think it's like one point something million, 1.5 or something like that.
And
I
that,
think that's what it's
Yeah.
kind
that's right in the
yeah.
space that we have money where again you're not doing
Mm-hmm.
any restructures. One thing that I know
Right.
we have money, and I was saying this on PPP's live when I was talking about it as well. We're gonna have money next year. Again, the one thing that you have to do is you just have to. I hate say wait, but it's almost like a wait and see type deal. Again, with this
Yeah.
whole team, and then somebody proposed a
Yeah.
question. CW, do you think this defense can be the captain of the ship? Why not? Yeah, I don't see a problem with the pieces that we just added. You added where one thing that I did think Dan Jackson was frail, that um Michael Jackson has 20, he's 20 more pounds heavier than him. One thing
Mm-hmm.
Dan Jackson did have a problem with, he looked very frail. This man can actually
Mm.
lay a hit. He can lay a hit. Do we really think Dan Jackson can lay a hit? Absolutely not. So I love the signing. Absolutely love it. We add to that corner room, and ain't nothing else to
Mm-hmm.
be said, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
and hold on real quick. Hey, shout out to Steve. Hey,
I
Steve is
got
back. Two
Steve.
Yes,
episodes
sir.
in a row.
Yes.
I got Steve. Hey, and for
Yes,
those of
sir.
y'all that don't know, that weren't here the last time, Steve made a comment on one of our lives some months ago and asked us to pray for him. He was going in for surgery. and we didn't hear anything from Steve for months, and we tried looking for him, and we couldn't find him. And Steve popped up on our last live. He gave me his number. I called him. I talked to him. Great guy, Steve. Glad to see you. Still glad everything is okay. And but yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
And thank you for the $10 super chat. We greatly appreciate it, sir. Greatly
Appreciate it,
appreciate it.
Steve.
He says, guys, this front office is so much better than anything we have had in the past. Can't wait till final cuts and see who else they may pick up. Facts. Facts. That is a
Yeah,
true statement, Steve. Yes, can't wait.
yeah.
And again, thank you for the super chat and good to see you. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey, let me ask you guys this question.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that final cuts is, I think, Tuesday, right, Doug? You say Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Between now and
Yes, sir.
Tuesday, do you think that the Panthers are done at the cornerback position? Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah,
At the
me, yeah.
quarter, at
Yeah,
the
I was just
quarterback
wondering.
position,
I wanted to see where y'all was at, but I don't think they're done either.
it
Facts, I'm
depends
sorry.
because do we know what really happened to Lamar Jackson?
No, they
I
said he
don't.
got injured in the game. I don't remember him being in. Well, I didn't. Well, let me stop lying because I didn't watch the game, but I didn't see anything about.
Like an
I didn't
injury. I
see
didn't
anything
see one.
about him on on the injury report.
I
But
didn't either.
whatever it is, whatever happened, has put him on injury reserve. So I don't know if it's out for the season or he going to miss the first four, the 6 games of the
On the
regular
pup
Mm,
list.
season.
So let me
Yeah,
ask you guys this. Tony, great question. And based off of your answer, I can answer this question. Do you put Dan Jackson on the pup list since he's going to miss 4 weeks? Yes or no?
yeah. I think it's a no brainer to put him on the pup list if you're gonna miss 4 weeks or more because then that allows you to open up a roster spot until they come back.
So I'm glad
yeah.
you said that because I honestly think we're going to cut him and then we're going to sign another corner. Only reason why I say we're possibly going to cut him is
Mm,
because if you look at his contract is incentive based. Um,
Mm,
it's based off of games played, it's based off of interceptions, and we have to make the playoffs.
mm. Hold
Dane,
on. Before
Dane, my bad, Nicard. Dane, my bad. Dane Jackson. My
Yeah.
bad, man. My
Hey,
bad. My
but
bad.
but but you know what though? And let me add this too. Um, like Tony was saying, his contract is incentive based. Okay. So no, I'm sorry, Doug was saying his contract is incentive based. But if they do decide to keep him, if I'm not mistaken, like Lamar Jackson. Now,
Hmm.
Lamar Jackson was waived and he was put on the IR. He
Hmm.
cleared waivers, so he's back on
Hmm.
Carolina's IR. And if I got this
Hmm.
correct, if somebody's placed on the IR before this cut deadline, okay, they're gone for the season. So if I'm right on this, him, Jake Luton, Raekwon Williams, and it's one or two more people that have been put on the IR during this whole since OTAs camp and all this stuff. If I'm not
mm.
mistaken, they're already done for the season. So Lamar Jackson's on the IR. We ain't got to worry about dealing with not worry about dealing with him, but we don't have to worry about him for the rest of the season. But people
And he
like
don't count.
Dane,
He doesn't count towards a
yeah,
90 man
he
roster
don't
neither.
count toward, yeah, he
Mhm.
don't count towards nothing.
Or 53.
But
Yeah.
people like Dane Jackson, okay, just say if we do a Jonathan Brooks, DJ Woonem, some other players. Now,
Those are pup
mind you,
lists.
if they're on the pup list, and like I said, somebody tell me if I'm wrong, please, because I was looking at the rules on NFL.com, and I ain't gonna lie, I called Doug and I was like, dog, make sure I got this shit right, because
It's
I'm
right.
sitting over here confusing my damn self.
It's right what
But
we said.
okay, so if they're gonna put them on the pup list, they
They
can't
count
put them
towards
on
the
the pup
53
list
man.
until after 4 o'clock on Tuesday. So they have to make the 53-man roster, which
Correct.
means that's a spot that's could have been filled by another player. So I think at a lot of these
Oh.
positions, the Panthers may have to they may have to put these players on, so they can put them on the pup list and hope that some of the people that they cut, if they really want them, they got to hope they clear waivers and then they can sign them back. But on the other hand, we have the first dibs at the waiver wire.
Correct.
So
Right.
we can go out there and and get whoever we want. I guess while we waiting on them guys to clear waivers. So it's whatever now, but we'll see.
I sure
Hold
been
on.
doing it. Now that comment.
Huh?
Tony, you
Hold on.
laughing at James?
Hey, thank you
Yeah,
for the
No.
$5 super chat. James Allen Pan. He said, man, you see Douglas been
appreciate it,
podding
James.
all day. Great content, y'all. Welcome, Michael Jackson. Come on. Hey, I couldn't help it, man.
Hey,
I couldn't
hey,
help
but
it.
can anybody answer this question? And
Mhm.
What's that?
I'm gonna pertain it to one person. I ain't gonna look at the screen. I'm not looking because I know he gonna say he don't care. Can anybody tell me that they put the
Because I
public?
don't. But go ahead.
Did they put
You
what?
already know who I'm talking about.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead with your question, man.
Did they put Ian Thomas on the pup list or he's just out?
Well, hey, that's another one. That's another one. If he's
I'm
not going
not
to be
being petty,
ready,
Tony. I
it,
promise you, I'm not being petty. But
You,
yeah.
I
you
need to
exactly
know.
being petty.
No, I'm
You
not
hey,
because you want to know why? Because if he's on the IR, I'm gonna be pissed because that means he gets to stay on this team for another year.
mm. But yeah, he would get to stay on the team, but he wouldn't count against the 53-man roster. So he can stay on the team on IR. I just don't want to see him on the field.
So
Gotcha.
okay, but
Okay.
seriously, do we know if he's been on the pup list or he's just out?
Mm.
I don't know. That I don't know.
Hey,
Okay.
look at the cards comment. He said, "Watch 99 the Fan podcast. They talked about pup and IR rules. I think Lamar can come back this year, and we can cut him or offer him a futures contract." Okay. All right. Cool.
Mm,
Okay. Well, that
okay.
that would be better. That would be better than him just missing the season because I ain't gonna lie. Of all the cornerbacks that played, he's probably been the most impressive. Over 2 games or up until whenever he got injured. So, but yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool beans. We get back to some of these comments. Clay said, "Dory Jackson, Dory Jackson, Dory Jackson."
I'm with you, Clay.
Yeah, that's the shot.
And there's a lot of people when you bring up that name of Dory Jackson, it's like 50-50 with him. Some
Mhm.
people say like he doesn't have that competitive edge anymore. He's not as physical as he once was. I haven't seen it. And I guess maybe I'm going off of what I've always known him to be, a physical, fast corner. I mean, he can match speed with Dante Jackson all all day, every day, and he's bigger than Dante Jackson. He's better than press man coverage than Dante Jackson. So I don't know. I like Adoree Jackson, especially when he was coming out of USC. Former 5-star recruit, dual, not dual threat, but he played wide receiver and cornerback coming out of high school. So if something else happened
Mhm.
besides what I know of him, which I didn't follow his career all that much in Tennessee, but I like the fact that he's a good solid backup. In my opinion.
All right, which one? Dane Jackson or you want or you want what you call it? What's his name? Who'd you just
Lamar.
say?
Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson or Dane Jackson?
Mm.
I would have to say Dane Jackson because I've seen more recent tape of him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I haven't really paid attention to a Dory Jackson in a while, but what I do know of him, I know he was a pretty good corner.
Got you.
Okay. All right. Bet. Bet. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look here at our new corner. All right. And I just pulled this straight off of PFF. And again, this is PFF, PFF. A lot of people love PFF, a lot of people hate it. So, but this is what I got to go by. And I think he is, a very serviceable cornerback. Overall grade of 77, run defense 71, pass rush 53, coverage 76.9. Last year he had 30 solo tackles, 4 assists, 7 stops, 5 missed tackles, passer rating allowed of 93.5, 11.9 yards per reception. He played 192 snaps on run defense. You see pass rush snaps 3 and 279 coverage snaps. Okay, so now I was looking at the depth chart and everything when I was looking at it with him earlier. So, do y'all think he comes in right now and jumps over Budo, Jameson, and all them, and he's cornerback 2 from the jump?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. Based on like what Doug just said, and you know, other people have said that I read on Twitter, they feel like he can come in and be a cornerback too.
Hey, look at QJ. He said, "I hope knee high, aka Price, Young, have an impressive showing versus the Bills." Why he call that man knee high? I'm sorry, but that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, so now back to Michael Jackson. Now with Adoree and some of the other guys out there, do you think this was a good trade that they made, or do you think they would have been better off trying to go out and get maybe a bigger name, or does he fit into Avero's system well enough to because the thing is, Michael Barrett was probably not going to make the team if we're going to be honest with you. He was a 7th round pick that was probably going to get cut, and then they were
Yeah,
probably
that's what
going
a
to
lot of
sign him
people
back
are
to the
saying.
practice squad. So what do y'all think?
Yeah. Like I was telling Doug earlier, when we was on Clay's channel, the best way, like in a cover when you run a zone defense, a cover two, temper two, whatever, what have you, the best way to hide your corners is playing a zone defense. So you don't have to be in a super elite shutdown man to man corner because I think Rivero last year ran a zone defense 85% of the times. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't need necessarily a shutdown corner who could take away one half of the field, even though we have that in JC Horn. That's a good luxury to have, but it's not mandatory to have those type of corners. Those big, long corners, long arms, good speed. I think that's more so what Ivero is looking for when it comes to this defense.
Okay. Hey, look, we should change the whole secondary name, last name to Jackson.
Hmm.
Then we have JC Jackson too. Doug, what you think, buddy?
What was the question?
Oh, do you like this the trade for Michael Jackson versus going out and signing, maybe a more high profile name like a Dory
Dory
Jackson or
Jackson
anybody?
or Xavier
Yeah,
Howard.
Xavier Howard. Yep.
For the value when you look at it, it was a need. Did we expect anything between now and Tuesday? No, we thought everything was going to go down Tuesday. You really traded away the player that you did draft, but you're not going to use anymore,
Mm-hmm.
or not say use, but was not going to make the roster. Yeah, I definitely did, Tony. I seen Clay comment. I'm like, I literally jumped right out the chair, came to the house, and had to join. Um, but no, I really think it was great value. You did a 7th round pick that was not going to make the roster. You went and flipped it into a starting corner that is doesn't you don't have to coach up scheme wise.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change the terminology and maybe a little bit of techniques, but compared to possibly and I know people gonna say, well, that's the same thing with a Dory Jackson or Xavier Howard. We will have to go and outbid somebody rather than you trade for a need that another team may need it in a linebacker, and then you got a need that we need in the corner position. Like Tony and I said
Mm,
on Play Show, I love it. Only thing I need to know, did they play zone? Absolutely, they play
Mm-hmm.
zone. Now, the only thing he needs to do is again these 16 days. We need you in that playbook. Um, when they get
yeah.
back on Monday, I know all the cameras are going to be on him on Monday because, well, I think Monday they have dead day, and then possibly Tuesday because they practice the data when they start doing cuts. So on Tuesday we'll be able to see our first glimpse of him in that Carolina blue. So
Okay.
I can't wait. Like I said, it's just a matter of getting prepared for game one, game prep, and then staying healthy. And he'll be CB2.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, made for more. Low, is that you, dog?
Yeah,
I,
that's
I,
low.
I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
that's
what up,
low.
Low? How you doing, man? Good to see you too, dog. Good to see you too.
Was
All right,
good,
go through a
low.
few more comments. QJ Smith, Barrett had impressive PFF numbers during the preseason. Yes, he did. He did. All right, let me see. Say, why you even asking CJ? Look at the PFF grade of our current QBs. Compare apples with apples. Hey, big dog, that's what
Get
I'm
him,
here
Mr.
for.
Hungador.
No, no, no. You hush down there, okay? You hush. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to ask the questions. All right, I'm here to ask the questions. That's what I do. All right, let me see. Chris 716. We are not playing the Star this weekend. How about y'all? According, and we're gonna get into that here in a second. But according to Dave Canales, I think the thought is that we are playing the starters this weekend, but now he came out, he said that he hopes to play the starters this weekend. So I'm going to leave a little bit of wiggle room for him to change his mind between now and Saturday and be like, you know what? Nah, this something don't feel right, and we're not gonna start him. But he did say that he
Yeah.
hopes to play the starters this weekend, and we're gonna get into that here in a second as well. All right. MDJ said we should double down and go get one of the guys. You know what? That might not be a bad thing, but what do we have to pay him? Because I think now we're at oh shoot, five something $1 million in cap space now. So
Hmm.
can we get one of those guys in here that will will take a deal like Michael Jackson is or on a contract? What Jackson was on contract, but can we get one of those free agents to come in here and give us a team friendly deal? Is what I was trying to say. Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think so. Now, when you talking about Xavier Howard, Keller
Mm-hmm.
Witherspoon, Dory Jackson, I don't see those guys coming in and playing for less than the veteran minimum because those guys are vested into the league. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They have been in the league
Yeah.
5+ years or more. So I think the veteran minimum goes up. If I'm not mistaken, goes up for each year that you have played in the league. I don't and just because just yeah, just because the type of corner that they have always been, I don't think they're going to come down and play
Mm-hmm.
for less than their value unless it's for a playoff contender.
Yeah.
That's that
Okay.
Now if they were going somewhere like Kansas City or San Francisco where they knew they had an opportunity to make the playoffs and possibly go to the Super Bowl at the tail end of their career, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can see them possibly, going in for like $2 million just to get an opportunity to get a ring.
Okay. Hey, and also I wanted to say shout out to T. Thompson, who is our Colts sideline reporter tonight. He's been
Yeah,
keeping us well abreast of AR-15. He say look good on the first drive. He say he just threw a pick six. So we appreciate the updates, T. Thompson. Thank you, big dog.
appreciate it, T Tom.
Hey, hold on. Let me get QJ Smith. Did Wallace earn the starting linebacker position during camp? Her reports he's solid so far. Trevor Wallace has been balling, but he's not going to be the starter. It's going to be Josie Jewell and Shaq
Right,
Thompson.
Facts.
But
right,
it's good that Trevor Wallace has looked so good in camp. If something happens to one of them, he's a rookie, but hopefully he'll be a competent replacement. God forbid, something happens to one of them and they do go down. Okay. But
right,
let
right.
me swing back to Mr. Hunky Dory's comment here. He said, "Do we have anyone else we can trade and get something before we let them go this next week?" Hey,
Make
let me,
sure
hold on, hold
shift
on,
my
hold
mic,
on, hold on, hold
shift
on,
my
hold on,
mic
hold on.
on.
Hey, I know this for both of y'all. I know this is gonna be a hot topic. Let me go ahead and say what I got to say, and I'll give you the floor, okay? But let me tell you, we have 16 offensive linemen right now. 16. Okay. So we got 5 starters. Last year, we kept the 5 starters and we kept 4 backups. All right. So that means, you gotta have many left. What is that? 7. So that's gonna be 7 people if they do
Mhm.
like they did last year, that's going to get cut. All right. So you got somebody like what's my man name? The dude Jackson. Was it what's the not Jackson? The new offensive lineman that
Who-
they had the PFF grade last week. That was pretty good.
Jack Anderson,
Andrews or Anderson? And is it
Jack
Andrews or
Anderson,
Anderson?
Jack Anderson. I'm sorry. Thank
Yeah.
you. My
Jack
bad.
Anderson.
We saying Jackson so much. I'm everybody's Jackson. Yeah. Okay, but But him, what if, and just say, what if one of these new guys that we picked up lately, what if they have impressed the coaches, so much during camp that the part that they've been at, and you got him with the PFF grade from last week. What if he might be somebody that they keep, and maybe we could potentially, trade? And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but just throwing it out there, like a I shoot like a Chandler Zavala, or a Cade Mays or something. Somebody
Right.
like that. Especially when you got Yash Nyman, Nijman, however you say his name.
Nyman.
Nah.
He had his helmet on today at practice, something he hasn't done the entire training camp. They was the first day, and I don't know if he actually got out there and did any work,
Yeah,
with
he
the
did.
team or whatever.
He's off the pup list. He's off the
Oh,
pup
he's
list
off the
now.
book. Okay,
So he's
cool.
on the active roster.
Okay, cool. But somebody like that, and I will go on record as saying that I don't think the Panthers are done trading. It's just a matter of who and what. And go ahead, both of y'all, because I know
Mhm.
y'all got something to say.
Go ahead, Doug.
Hey, I'm just gonna give you three names, and I just want to see how you guys feel about it. Terrence Marshall Jr.,
Mm,
ISM, or David
mm,
Moore. For the right cost, I'm trading one, and if it's real good, I'll trade two. But again, you said, are we done with trades? I'm telling you that's a name where people may need wide receivers. Um, on PPP's live,
mm.
we had Nick say something about um, Jamar Chase. Could we possibly finally see the hook back up with TMJ and Joe Burrow back to their LSU days? Who knows? So, like I said, I definitely would definitely if the right value was there, I wouldn't mind trading one of those wide receivers for something that you need. There you go.
Mm.
There you go, Nakar.
Trade
Um,
David Moore for
I
John
just
Mechie. Mm. You
I
think
would in
that?
a heartbeat.
yeah,
I would do it in a heartbeat.
You think they
I
would
just
give up
saw.
Mechie for David Moore? Sorry, Tony.
No, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, my bad.
Realistically, no.
Okay.
Realistically, no. But it just depends. I would say this, and I know I'm probably gonna get grief for saying this. I would trade TMJ for John Mitchell. I would. That's the trade I would do.
Okay. Hmm. All right. Go ahead, Tony.
No, I was saying I just saw on Twix where the Panthers traded in Thomas for a family pack of Bojangles chicken, 2 gallons of iced tea, uh, 6 Bowberry biscuits, and
You hype for yourself.
I agree,
You
huh?
had me hyped for a minute. I was
Wow.
like, bro, when you said Ian Thomas got traded, I was like,
Yeah, the look
hold
on your face was great. But look at the comment. Look at the comment.
For four,
a four
for
for four at
four.
Wendy's.
Hey, but you know
Oh
what?
my goodness.
I know we gave Chandler Zavala so much hell for last year, and
Mm-hmm.
some of it was rightfully so, but we have to also keep in mind that man was playing with the injury that he's sustained. I think the OTAs or training camp, and then because of all of the turnstile that we had at both guard positions, we threw him into the fire before he was even ready. You know what I'm saying? No protection, no anything. So from what I've seen of the reports and the clips that CJ and other Panther content creators put out during training camp, he looks pretty solid. Looks like he had a pretty solid training camp thus far this year.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Yo,
God.
MDJ, man. MD.
He said we sleep.
Yo.
I'm done, man. Where
Hey.
Doug go? Where,
Oh, hold on. I don't know where to. Oh, I got it. He'll be back in a minute. He'll be back in a minute.
hey, MDJ, that one was right on time right there.
Yo.
That
Oh my God. Oh my God. He said we fleece Bojangles. He won't worth a dry ass biscuit.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
yo,
I set
I
I set up Ian Thomas. I set him up for that one.
bro, hey, I'm gonna have to clip that one. Make a short on that one, dog.
Oh God.
Appreciate that, MDJ.
But nah,
Oh, what up,
yeah.
Anthony
Long
Brown?
story short, from all reports that I've seen and heard thus far, he's had a good camp. So we'll
Okay,
wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I hope that Coach Gilbert, the offensive line coach, has gotten with him and you know, worked on the fundamentals. I think they said last year it was more like a confidence issue because all the other things that was going on with him, and then being, like I said, thrown into the fire before he was probably actually ready. So
okay,
we'll see. We'll see.
okay. Hey, and Native said they might trade Marshall for draft picks and keep more. Now, okay.
Mm,
Now, I have been on I have been a fan of Marshall since we drafted him. Okay. But and hear me out, y'all, because a lot of y'all probably agree with me. But just think about it. All right. And what do we have in Terrence Marshall that we don't have like in the combination of XL and Jonathan Mingo? Okay. So if
right.
we got a report out here, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, whatever, and they said they traded Terrence Marshall Jr. to somebody, and just say we got a couple later round picks for him. I don't think that would be a bad trade off. As much as I would love to see TMJ succeed, in all totality of it all, it's about the team, and it's about setting yourself up after this season and after, to be able to evolve and grow, because whether you believe it or not, or however you feel about it, um this is going to be a rebuilding year, and I'm not mad at them for doing everything they can to possibly put us in a better position come the start of next season, because hopefully we'll have a lot more cash to throw around as well. And then if you got draft picks, you got capital to be able to make trades, you might be able to improve some of the draft picks, well, the positions
Right.
of the draft picks. So yeah, but that's my thought on TMJ. I I really want him to succeed. But if the Panthers did trade him and was able to get some decent compensation for him, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that at all.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. What's up,
Welcome
Antonio?
back,
How you
Doug.
doing, buddy?
What you say, Tony?
I said, welcome back, Doug.
Oh,
Mm.
the Mrs. call. I had to be professional.
Oh, okay. All
Big
right.
Tight said, I would trade Ian Thomas for a Freezy cup.
What flavor? What flavor?
What flavor? Hey, Big Tight gonna say
Burberry.
any of them. It don't matter. Let me see. Nikai said
Oh
TMJ
man.
is the only other ex we have besides Deontay. He's more important than y'all realize. Okay. All right.
So, so,
Okay.
so I
Talk to him,
made
Doug.
you asked me and you were saying for trade. Nakari,
Mm,
it wasn't like throw him out there. It was just more of I wouldn't be surprised if they traded ISM, TMJ, or David Moore. That's what I was saying. Do I want it to
mm,
happen from what I seen? Absolutely not. But it depends on what the value is that we receive back for trading him away. So that was me. That wasn't Tony or CJ. That was
yeah.
just a suggestion of or a group, or what particular group do I see another trade coming from. So that's where I threw
Yeah.
Mm,
those three wide receivers that could help another team out, and it depends on what you get back for value.
Because let me say this too. If TMJ is still here at 4 p.m. on Tuesday at the cut deadline, he's making the roster. I
The only
think
thing
I
I know
if
is week
yeah,
one, he better have over 50 some yards. That's all I
yeah,
know.
let's hope so.
If
But
he's
I
here,
mean, but right now they got him down the depth chart number 5. He's behind Leggett, Mingo, Thielen, and Johnson.
so
You
I,
see what I'm saying?
so with me, so that 50 yards need to go to Mingo then. I
Hey,
see
I
your
don't care
name.
who.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on mute because I already know
What?
Tony gonna jump on it. It's in the chat.
Oh, hey, look, we both are. Hey, look, hey, look, Sam Pinkney. Okay, you know what? And we've been advocating for Sam Pinckney for for a while, ever since we brought him up on our undrafted free agent show we did some months
Yeah,
back. Now the thing with Sam Pinckney is he got, I think he got a raw deal, okay? Because I think he got cut the second
facts.
day of training camp, the second
Yeah,
day. Okay, so
wasn't even in pads.
there's been two preseason games and a whole joint practice that he was not able to show anybody what he's done. Everybody else who's been cut, except for maybe one person that we get to, and somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Everybody else who's been cut has been
Sheridan,
in, oh, you know what?
Sheridan,
Yeah,
yeah,
Sheridan,
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think
Sheridan,
Sheridan
and
Sheridan
and
Dylan
played.
Willie
Johnson.
Drew. Sheridan and Willie
Wi-
Drew, they all got
Willie
cut on the
Drew
same exact day. They got cut on the
and
But
same
and
day.
no,
and Dylan Johnson.
but yeah, but Willie. So so Willie Drew played in the preseason game. Did
No,
Sheridan
he
play
did
in the
not.
preseason game?
Not as I
In the
know
first
of.
one,
He
in
did
the
play in the
first
Yes,
one,
he
first
did.
one.
Willie Drew. Yeah,
yeah, he was
he
around
gave
Okay.
up
for
a
the first one.
touchdown.
Did
Yeah,
Hmm.
he gave up a
Sheridan didn't
touchdown.
play, did he?
Yeah,
Did Sheridan
who
play?
now?
I,
Yeah, I think he
he
played in the
did.
first one too. I think they all got cut
He
after
did
that
too.
first preseason game.
Okay.
I want to say
Oh
they
yeah.
did. Yeah, I
Okay.
want to say that they
Yeah.
all
Okay.
got them two got cut that first preseason game. But yeah, but you know, Pinckney never got a shot to, you know, like I said, preseason game, joint practice. You know, he got 1 day of training camp. Now, mind you, he's back on the roster. They picked him back up, Willie Drew and Jaden Sheridan. They cut Dylan Johnson, which is something I still don't understand. I don't understand why they cut Dylan Johnson, but like I always say, that's why I am on here talking to you guys, and I'm not getting paid buku dollars to be a head coach somewhere, or you know, on somebody's head coaching staff. So I don't know, but that was seemed to me to be the consensus around Panther Nation, is why in the world did we cut Dylan Johnson? But you know, but
Right.
back to Sam Pinckney. And that's why I say that I hope, you know, we can put on a better showing, you know, this weekend, because to give some of these guys a chance to get out there and show what they can do in that final preseason game. Now, as far as Sam go, you know, we advocate for him, we wish him the best, but now it's like realistically, you know, does he have enough time to make a case for himself? You know what I mean? Or you know, for me, at the very least, I hope he can, you know, hope he can make the practice squad, because like I said, the Panthers cut him. I don't think he's going to have enough time, you know, to go out there and prove himself to the team to be able to make the 53-man roster. But Doug, what you got?
When it happened
Mm-hmm.
that day and it finally got released, I called you because I know you and Tony, it was late that night. So I called you and I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Hey, how do you feel?" He was like, "It's a raw deal." And we both agreed. Why would you bring back three of your undrafted rookies for a tryout where now your stars are probably going to play a couple of drives, but they're already behind the eight ball with trying to make this roster? Like I said, with
Mm-hmm.
Sam Pittney, there's no way he's going to make the 53-man roster right now and possibly not even make the practice squad. So you're about to showcase his talents for another team based off of one game, not even a week, one game. So, um, did I like it? Absolutely not, because I really thought him and Jalen Coker were going to battle it out for that
Mm-hmm.
protected spot, those one of those four protected spots in the practice squad. So now,
Yeah.
where we thought Jalen Coker will push TMJ, TMJ took his play to the next level. So
Mm-hmm.
will Jalen Coker
Facts.
possibly will get him back, or will he be one of those protected? Because there's no way. I mean, I don't have any stock in the game for this one, but just
Mm-hmm.
because we're on two fans, I don't think Sam Pittney got a fair shot to outbeat Jalen Coker. Now I understand
Okay.
if both of them got cut, then you bring
Mm-hmm.
them back, then let them battle it out. But Jalen
Yeah.
Coker has been here. Jalen Coker has actually played with the ones. He's played with the twos as well. Now
Mm-hmm.
you have him, Jalen Coker receiving balls from Bryce. Yes, this is you know, I'm throwing
Pause.
fire at Jack Plummer. Now he has to accept balls from Jack Plummer. So is he really gonna get a fair shot or not?
Pause again.
I kept going. I'm not gonna pause the show where I went into a whole soliloquy
No,
about whenever I
you
said
good, Doug. You
No,
just
no,
you
I
just
no,
keep
know.
talking.
no.
We
I
You
know
got you
'cause I
covered.
kept
We
no.
got you
talking. Now
covered.
Tony paused the
Yeah.
whole show and went
No,
into
no.
that.
You don't have to pause when somebody say pause. That you know.
No, but you
You
said
can't
it
pause.
twice and you threw me off. That's the reason
Oh,
why. But no, only thing I'm saying is, I just don't understand the logic behind it. Was it bodies? Did you guys just fill the roster with bodies? Because we did have Richardson go down, the wide receiver. You did have
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, and you let go of Dylan Johnson. So did you just
Yeah.
bring in guys that were familiar, kind of sort of what you guys are doing in the offseason? Possibly so. But when we thought Sam Pitney was going to get a fair shot of making his team, he did not receive that based off of what you guys brought him in, and he's basically cut before we even go in pad day. And he was not
yeah,
hurt. So
Yeah.
right.
I like I said, I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It may be again because of injuries that happen, but he's not going to beat out Jalen Coker for any roster spot or any of the wide receivers. So it's basically a tryout, and Lord forbid that he gets picked up, and we may be able to put him on the practice squad if we can.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that
I
that
feel you.
that would be my hope right now because like you and CJ both said, me and CJ we've had this conversation back and forth about the whole ordeal. He definitely got a raw deal. I would love to have seen him get opportunity to play in the first preseason game like
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Coker, like Willie Drew, like Jaden Sheridan, like
Yep.
Andrew Rames, the center. A lot of these guys got an opportunity to at least put one game film on their resume to give 31 other potential teams the opportunity to see what they can do, and he didn't get the opportunity. And now you bring him back, and it's like he's behind the eight ball 5 times over. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the only way, see, I don't want to say if he went out there and ball
Mm-hmm.
Saturday
Yeah.
and got a touchdown, got 5 catches for 75, 80 yards and a touchdown, would that be enough to say, you know what? Let's keep this young man. Will he raise enough eyebrows? And I say that because look what just happened to Dylan Johnson. And
Mm-hmm.
the wide receiver room is much deeper than the running back room. Okay.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they found a reason to cut Dylan Johnson. So, if the best case scenario now that I think that could happen that will benefit him is that he, gets waived, clears waivers, and come back to Carolina and put on the practice squad so he can continue to learn and develop in an offense that he picked, a NFL offense that a team that gave him a shot, as an undrafted free agent and get better, hone his skills, and possibly, in the future, can make a roster spot because I just think he has too much of a bridge to overcome. If he can do it, great. I'm
Great.
all here
Yeah.
for it, and I
Mm-hmm.
and I wish him the best. But we're looking at it from a realistic standpoint. But that's a hell of a hill to climb right there.
Yep. But hey, we rooting for him as well as everybody
Yes,
else,
sir, no doubt.
on the team. But yeah, hey, but now,
Yeah,
so and Mr. Hunky he made a good point. He said, here's the point: we have so much talent this year, we have to guard potential practice squad players. Let that hit you. When was the last time? Because that whole
that's
four
facts.
protected practice squad players doesn't kick in. And correct me if I'm wrong, until the practice squad is set. So
Right.
everybody that's cut is going to have to clear waivers and then they can sign it back. But like Mr. Hunky Dory said before, if Jalen Coker is cut, somebody's gonna pick him up.
That is
He gonna be
that's
good and gone.
that's a
Yep.
fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
What's going on, David? All right.
What's
But
going
yeah,
on,
man.
David?
All right. Well, let's get into the other news that came about. Let me see. Is that today? Yeah, it was today. Yeah, that was today. Let me go ahead and pull that up here. All right. So Dave Canales said that his hope is that the starters will play this Saturday versus Buffalo. Okay. What do y'all think about this? I got my own opinion, but I'll let y'all go first.
Go ahead, Doug.
For me, I was kind of surprised by the news. It was more of I thought he saw enough against the Jets in joint practice. There's no need. I literally thought if they were going to play, they would have played last week against the Jets, regardless if the Jets had the twos or threes out and they were at home. Once Sean McDermott came out and said that they don't have enough healthy starters to play against the Carolina Panthers, I thought, hey, we were just going to have tryouts. Basically, game 3 of the preseason was tryouts to see the back end of the roster battle it out. But I understand what Dave is doing, even though fans don't like it. You can't control another team how healthy they are. He really wanted his 11 starters out, being healthy and playing that camaraderie and basically display what he's able to see. Where he even said in the presser today, he wants them to get live reps together. It's a 1:00 kickoff. It's almost just like a regular season game. Now it depends on how much they play, because again, if you do run, and you do a 3 and out, Dave, this fan base is gonna eat you up and chew you up and spit you out quicker than you know it.
Mhm.
And now, if you do a decent drive and they go out there maybe 2 drives, cool. I mean, you got to get some type of points out of those drives, but it goes also on the defense, because a lot of people talk so much about the offense. The defense wasn't really healthy as well. So it's almost like I think he has 11 personnel on both sides that they're able to actually play and be healthy to actually produce and do something on Saturday. How much they play, that is what I need to know. And he did use hope, because literally they travel tomorrow and he has to sleep
Mhm.
on it, and then we'll really know Saturday. But if
Yep.
it's for me, at the most, and I know people not gonna like this, at the most, give me 1 quarter. And I know that's
Okay.
deep. That's very steep. That's
It
very
is.
steep. But
It
I
is.
mean, if you do it, because a quarter really can be two drives, because we're
Mhm.
also looking at what the Bills do. So if 2 drives result in 1 quarter, I'm happy. But I wouldn't
Okay.
play. I wouldn't play them past 2 drives or a quarter. Tony, you on mute. Tony, you on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if they go out there on that first drive and have a sustained drive and put 3 points or score a touchdown on that first drive? Would you pull them after then?
Give me 7, you pull them. Not 3. Give me 7, you pull them.
Okay.
What's the difference between the 7 and the 3? Because reason why I asked that, because I'm saying if you can get them down the field and get them in scoring position, I think that's what I'm looking for.
So
If you could just drive them down the field and get them in scoring position.
I'm gonna be petty. Do you trust Eddie to give you 3, or you trust Bryce to give you 7?
That's a loaded question, sir. That's a loaded question. I'm gonna trust Eddie. Hey, from
What?
55
Oh,
yards
whoa,
in,
whoa. Well, you said what? Because I'm gonna timestamp this one. Where we at?
Ooh, boy, the car gonna come find you, boy.
Now, look,
Oh,
look. Now, what
oh,
you
hey,
the
say?
car coming to get you.
What you say, Tony?
from 55 in, I'm going with Eddie P. Give me Eddie P all
Okay.
day.
Okay. So at 59, 42nd mark, I'm gonna remember that.
Hold up. Here we go. Here we go. We can't get 3 because Eddie gonna miss it.
Thank you. That's what. That's why I didn't even know Nakari posted that. Again,
I got you, the car. Said put that on the screen. I got you, big dog.
like I said, who do you trust more? You trust Pinero or Bryce Young?
Panero, man. I said what I
Okay.
said.
Okay.
Mm. Hey, look like you say that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Hey, look in the
Yeah.
car. There we go. Look Say
I don't
Hey,
know.
he
Hey,
know
I don't
he ain't
know,
writing
man.
head
he
is in
know
the
I'm
car.
pushing. He know I'm pushing his buttons. I'm pushing his buttons hard.
Wow. Wow. It's a damn 3 or 7. Who do we trust more?
Yeah.
Like I
Nah.
said,
Hey,
In all seriousness, yeah. Of course, I trust Bryce Young, but I'm just saying
yes, Jay.
I don't think it would even come down to that. I think the fact is, if the offense is able to move the balls, if Bryce is able to get a few completions, they can establish the run off the bat and get the team in scoring position. I don't think it's about who you trust more, whether it's Bryce Young or Eddie Pinero. I just want to see the offense be efficient and move the ball, something that we could not do last year.
Hey, Doug, hold on.
Go
Before
ahead.
you go, QJ Smith said we trust the kicker over QB. We need we in trouble. Let me tell you. I personally, Eddie Pinero don't even need to go on the field. If they get the ball down there and score, just go ahead and practice going for two. Let him. Don't even let Eddie in the stadium. Just walk him down that path to the practice field, turn on a couple lights, and have him go out there and kick on with some of them one of them portable goals that they had down there in training camp. Leave that joke out there. Let him do what we do. We're gonna pull a Chad Ochocinco back in there. We're gonna let one of the we put Johnny Hecker out there and somebody else hold the damn ball. Let him kick the field goal. Or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. Let Eddie P stay on somewhere else. We'll be good. Have him practice going for two. Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna say this: 4th and 1 on the 34. You kicking it or you going for it, Tony? On Saturday, if the ones are out there.
If the ones out there,
4th and 1 on the 34-yard line. Are you kicking it or are you leaving your offense out on the field?
On our 34? On their
No,
34.
on theirs.
My
On
bad.
our
Sorry.
34, you kick it. What the
No, I meant to say theirs. I'm sorry. Forgive me, y'all.
Look,
My bad.
Tony can't help himself on that one. He can't help himself.
Hey,
God.
as he shouldn't, because as he shouldn't. Hey, that was on me.
I mean, listen. I mean, you can ask me all these hypotheticals
No,
all you want,
Tom. This is I just
but
need
the thing is, I'm going to stick with this because I'm not going to let you corner me into a specific answer.
no.
What I
I'm not
want to
cornering
see,
you.
what I want to see, is the offense be efficient and move the ball
Uh-huh.
downfield. That's what I say.
No, Tom.
So
Only
at
reason I'm
this
saying is
point,
4th and 1.
at this point, to me,
Lord,
because
you
it's
got
a
him closing his
preseason
eyes,
game.
Doug.
It's a preseason game. I don't care whether it's 7 or 3. Just move the ball downfield, be efficient with the passes and the run. That's all I want to see.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
hold on, Doug. Hold on, Doug. Look, Nakar, what in God's name is a Spanish off? He said Canal said Eddie gonna have a Spanish off on the sideline. We gonna cut Eddie mid-game. Lord have mercy. Go
he
ahead,
gonna
Doug. I'm
speak his
sorry.
native tongue.
Go ahead, Doug.
No, all thing I was saying was, and I wasn't trying to corner Tony. I was just saying, like, 4th and 1, I would want to see our offense out there. It's one drive. It's the first drive. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the first drive.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get it, hey, okay. But
Mm-hmm.
that's all I would say. I wasn't trying to corner. It's just like 4th and 1 on the 34-yard line. You actually know that's his distance, right? So if he missed, that's the reason I was
Yeah.
throwing it out there, Ton. I was throwing it out there because I know the measurement of that long with the kick. So I was saying,
Yeah.
you saying
I know
kick,
exactly.
but
I know exactly what you was doing.
I'm like,
Yeah.
are you sure? That's what I said. I'll
Yeah.
go
But
for it. That's what I said. Just go for it. Hell, just go for it. But I
I
got
mean,
you.
it is just a preseason game. So if you want to see what your offensive line can do in the 4th and 1 situation, I mean, yeah, you definitely can do that too. You
Yeah.
definitely can do
Yeah.
that.
Hey, look,
'Cause
let me
this,
go back to Jeff's comment. Jeff said Eddie P good as long as there's no pressure. Buddy couldn't even kick a PAT in a meaningless meaningless season game. Yeah, yeah,
y'all give
yeah.
Eddie hell, dog.
No, he
Hey,
Y'all
deserved
give
it.
hey,
Eddie
what did
He
I
hell.
say
deserved
earlier,
it.
Tony? What did I say earlier? I still haven't forgot Atlanta a couple years ago. I still ain't gonna get over that. He gonna have to redeem himself in a way that really helps move this team forward before I forget about that Atlanta game because he he
He
he
CJ,
is
he
the
messed the game up
he
twice.
is he is the kicker. How much do you think he can redeem himself?
I would say
What
this
can he do to redeem
kid
himself
field
to
goals
move
at
the team
practice.
forward?
We'll figure
Kid,
that out when it
kid,
happens.
no, kid field goals at practice and not walk on the sidewalk waving at fans in the VIP section. That's what you can do.
Bruh, you remember that though?
That's what you can do. Go over there to the other side where them field goal posts were, and you can sit there and kick
Boy,
field goals, and you walk in waving at fans, and nobody don't want no signature from you.
What's
damn,
up,
not
dope?
his foot to fall off. Come on, the car.
I knew I'd get him started. I knew I'd get him started.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
So
God.
now my take on this, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Kendall, Q, MDJ, Poppin, everybody over there at Black Cat Panther Podcast. I was listening to them right before we went live, and Goat made a great point. Okay. So typically, you play your starters in the first preseason game. You don't play them in the second, the third. When you get to the third is really like a tryout. Okay, and that's really
Hmm.
the way it was when we had 4 preseason games as well. So it would have been a lot. Now, so Goat was saying, so you risk going out there and you have some say like fifth round pick or whatnot, some hungry guy who's trying to make the squad and wants to go out there and do bodily harm to all your starters, including Bryce. Okay, now to that point, I feel him because it would have been better if we could have got them, out during that first game, because if something would have happened, they would have had a whole month to recover, like Goat said earlier, you know. But Tony has said this before, if you put Bryce out there, you want to make sure you put him out there with the rest of the starters. Okay. You want to put him out there with his starting offensive line, his starting receivers, and all that. Now, mind you, he probably won't have his starting tight ends, because I do believe that I know Ian Thomas is still hurt, and Tommy
He's not a
Tremble.
starter.
Okay. Well, Tommy Tremble, he came up a little lame in practice today as well, if I'm not mistaken. So so there's that. But again, in the other hand, for me as well, I do want to see them. If for me, if they can go down the field one drive, just go out there, work on the timing a little bit. I would love to see them go down one drive and do like Baker Mayfield did a couple years ago. One drive, touchdown, take them off the field. Okay. Because um they're going to get, they're going to get trash talked either way. Okay. If they go out there, drive down the field, do what they supposed to do, everybody's going to be like, they play versus backups. That don't mean shit. All right. Then if we go out there and they don't do nothing in the drive or two, then it's gonna be like, oh well, look at that. They play like trash, and they ain't playing Buffalo's backups. They ain't even out there playing the starters. So to me, it's a lose-lose either way. Okay, but and that's far as like, for how the fan base is going to react. Me personally, I just want them to go out there and to be able to get some reps, get the timing down. And it would be nice to see them drive down the field. But you know what? If they don't, oh well. Yep.
I got you.
Okay.
I got
Let me
you.
see. See, if you need 29 to fill your gas tank, 25 won't work. You'll be walking sooner than later. DCAS said 25 for 29, not bad. Okay.
Hey,
Let me
I
see.
feel the way y'all feel about
Mhm.
um the way y'all feel about Eddie is the way I feel about Ian Thomas.
Oh Lord. I'd rather see
Oh,
Matthew Tom he's not starting.
hold on.
Nicole.
Here's a question for you.
Hmm.
Go ahead, CJ.
Oh,
What is
hey,
it?
how you doing, Mr. Pinckney? He said 57-yard field goal to win with 3 seconds left versus the Falcons. What about that, CJ? Hey, that's why I'm still upset with him. That's why I'm still upset with him. Like I said, me personally, Eddie still ain't redeemed himself. He did kick a field goal. We won versus Houston. He kicked a few field goals. We won versus Atlanta, but like I think I forgot who made the comment earlier. He's good until Eddie, he gets under pressure. Okay. And well, I would say pressure and from a longer distance. That Houston field goal, if
Right.
I'm not mistaken, was shorter than the attempt that he made in the Atlanta game. But even though they got a 15-yard penalty on that extra point, because DJ Moore took his helmet off. And then on that first drive, they drove down the field, and then he missed that field goal as well. And then the kicker from Atlanta, they drove back down the field, and their kicker made the field goal to win the game. But yeah, yeah. But all right, now let's go back to the starters playing versus Buffalo. Okay, so now I kind of gave my opinion on two things, but I'm gonna ask y'all what do y'all want to see them do, and what would you consider to be a success for the starters going out there?
offensively and defensively, or just offense?
You know what? Yeah, both. Because I mean, hell, we talk about the dang on offense so much. We don't even mention defense. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, I think the defense. I'm gonna start with the defense. I think the defense has already shown what they're capable of. Capable of. I think they've had a pretty good training camp and preseason so far.
Hmm.
Um, the offense, like I said, because I know Buffalo's not playing their starters, so it's not like a mono type thing. You know what I'm saying with the ones versus the ones, but you still want to see Bryce Young in the offensive line look like a cohesive unit, seeing that they can protect Bryce, seeing that the offense can efficiently move the ball down the field, seeing that we can establish a running game. So I don't care if it's against the ones or the twos. I just want to see them be able to move the ball, and I want Bryce to be sharp in game like situation like he was in the joint practices against the Jets. Cause by all accounts, even though you couldn't hit him in joint practice, he looked good out there. You know, even when he had pressure, had to scramble or whatnot, he was throwing dimes out there for the most part. You know, by you and Doug reporting and the clips that you guys were putting out. So I just want to see if that can carry over into a game like situation, not only for him but the whole offensive line, particularly the front five and Bryce.
Okay. Duh.
I need my boy to stay healthy. I need my boy to stay
Okay.
healthy. If JC Horn goes out there, I need him to be healthy. I know everybody's going to say, you need a whole starter, CW. Yes, absolutely. But with him going with live reps, if he does go out there on Saturday, I just need everybody to be healthy. But especially I need JC Horn to stay healthy.
Mm.
Like I was messing with Big Cuz Tony. I need to see either 7 or 3 out of one of those drives. Hopefully, again, it's 2 drives. If they score on both drives, if they give us 10 points, I'm good. If they give us 6, I know what criticism is going to come out of it. But if they give us 10, I'm definitely good with it. Even if they give us 7, I'm good with it.
Why you say that though? Why you say about the criticism?
The 6, if they get 2 field goals and they're going
Oh,
against
two
two,
field goals.
yeah,
Okay,
6
Mm.
points.
Gotcha.
okay.
I know where the criticism is going to come. Um, if they do run, one thing I hope CJ can nod or he can say, "Yeah, we saw it." Brees Hall was definitely running against our defense during that joint practice with the ones out there. And when I
Hmm.
say it was
Mhm.
scary, I was like, "Oh Lord, have mercy." Like
Yeah.
I said, no, you didn't have Clowney out there. Chason wasn't out there, and it was like maybe like 3 starters weren't out there. But
Hmm.
one thing that we thought was gonna get soared up was that run defense. And so
Mhm.
that's one particular area that I am gonna look at. Are we gonna get gouged on defense? Meaning, are these I can't stand this man.
I'm
Sorry,
glad you
y'all.
brought that up, though. I'm
Sorry,
glad
I,
you brought
I
that
had I
up.
had I had an impulsive moment. It's somebody on TV. I apologize. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if y'all heard
yeah,
me say that. I apologize. That was my bad. That was my bad.
You good,
yeah. We,
though.
we we heard you. We need
Um,
you focus. Focus, Doug.
um, yeah, that's the one
He
thing
do it
that
to
that's the one
he do
thing
it to
that we
himself.
that's the one thing that we need help with, and that's what we brought in. Most of these players was for run defense. They had great run stopping grades for their
Hmm.
respective teams. So I mean, if you're gonna have ones out there, I need to see some tackles for loss or gap control when it comes to runs. Because when I say
Yeah.
the floodgates open in the middle of that defense, I don't need to see that. So
Let me.
I'm I'm glad. Hey, real quick, so I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't even think about that. If Buffalo's second team goes out there and starts running against our first team defense and it's fairly successful, that's another alarm that's gonna go off. Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna ask you and Doug because, like I said, you guys were there. You guys saw firsthand. Did y'all see the defense? running anything besides the base defense? Like, were they showing any exotic pressures or stunts on the defensive line? Because I know in training camp, joint practices, a lot of what you would show in the regular season, you're not going to show
Mm-hmm.
during this time of the year. So, do you think they were able to move the ball just because we wasn't out there showing our whole package, or did it look that bad?
So for me, it wasn't in between the tackles, if that helps you. It was on the boundary runs. They were
Mm,
bouncing runs out. It was nothing in
okay.
between the tackles. They were literally bouncing the runs out, going from tackle to outside linebacker and in between corners. It was nothing in between the
Mm,
tackles. So I will tell you
Okay.
that when you look at the forced fumble that Ashawn Robinson had, it was between the tackles. They tried to run in between, and he was able to force the fumble
Yeah.
on the 1 yard line. So
right.
anything in between
Right.
the tackles was stopped. But again, I'm not going to, I would say like in between Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown was everything was, no room. But when you went on those outside, it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause for me, that was the main thing, or the main area where we gave up a lot of runs last year, was up the middle. Like, teams were gashing us
True.
up the middle and in between the tackles. So I want to see what the benefit of having Ashawn Robinson playing opposite of Derek Brown, will that shore up a lot of those inside zone schemes, gap zone schemes, and no runs in between the tackle is really what I want to see.
Okay. All right. Facts. 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 Okay. Well, let's go ahead and give a quick prediction here, y'all. Um,
Hmm.
Panthers gonna win. Panthers gonna lose. What y'all think?
Tomorrow Saturday,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. You would say they better win if the ones are playing against the twos, but then that
Uh-huh.
depends on, like, how long are the ones going to play? You know what
True.
I mean? Like, if they only playing one series or two series, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
What's
To
up,
to
Pickle?
me, it's yeah, it's not even really important in my opinion. I just want to see them efficiently move the ball and give our team a chance to score. That's what I want to
Okay.
see.
All right. Duh.
A win for me is health. Coming out this thing
Okay.
healthy. I can care
Yeah.
less. I mean, this does not go in the win column. This does not go in the lose column. This does not go in the draw column. A win for me is this team coming out healthy. If your starters are playing, I need zero injuries from any starters. That is a win.
Okay.
I can care less about a score. Again, if our starters score, our defense does great on their side of the ball, we come out
Mm-hmm.
injury free, that is a win. Then after they come off, I'm gonna be looking more at these position battles. That's
Okay.
where I'm gonna be
Bet.
looking for.
Okay.
The back end of the wide receivers, um, corners, who's gonna step up. Now where you
Mm-hmm.
have Michael Jackson joining us, offensive lineman, um, who's going to be missing out? Because I really think what's the guy that we had brought in last year? I mean, excuse me, last week, Andrews
On
Um,
or
you
Anderson?
talking about offense,
Anderson. Yeah.
Anderson. I really think
Jack
Anderson.
Anderson.
If Jack Anderson has two back-to-back weeks, I do think he can possibly make this team. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
looking at certain position groups like guard,
Mm-hmm.
corner, and wide receiver. Yeah, I'll say wide receiver because you got Sam Pinkney back. Jalen Coker doesn't have a shoe in yet. David Moore. Those three. I do think Terrence Marshall is on this roster, and I do think ISM right now is. So again, the win for me will be health. Nobody gets injured. I mean, if Lord forbid somebody in the depth piece gets injured, but we don't need any starters getting injured right now, going into the season with 1 week away.
Okay.
I agree. I
I'm gonna go
definitely
out
agree
on a
with that.
limb here. I'm gonna say Panthers 21-13. I'm gonna say we muster up 3 touchdowns somehow. And like Doug said, no injuries, and hopefully our backups go out there and shine for once. Because I know it's just preseason. I know it doesn't matter. It does not count on our regular season record at all. But I am tired of them losing preseason games. Okay, I'm tired of it. I want to see them win a preseason game. Okay, just one. I'll be happy. So
Yeah.
Panthers, go out there, do what you can, stay healthy, but damn it, get a win. I'm rooting for you. 21-13 Carolina. That's what I'm gonna say. All right.
So you banking on Jack Plummer to throw 2 additional touchdowns outside of Bryce. So say Bryce give you one, Bryce throw one. You count on Jack Plummer to throw two?
Hell, hopefully Jaden Sheridan can run a 67-yarder to the house. Hey. But to answer your question, I'm not banking on it, but I'm praying for it. Okay. Yeah. I saw you waiting. I said, I'm going to answer the question. I'm not counting on it, but I'm gonna pray for it.
Right. Oh
Gotcha.
man.
Okay, y'all. Well, hey man, shoot, that's going to be a wrap for us tonight, and we appreciate everybody joining. And you can join us again. I might go live after the game on Saturday. We might go live. Don't know just yet. Might do a live reaction. See what's what. You can also join all of us back here on Sunday. Okay, we're going to go live Sunday at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. and we're going to do our roster predictions. Okay, it'll be me, Tony, our third fan in the stand, our little cousin Doug. You see here in the middle with the fresh lineup. Okay, we'll also have a few guests on with us. We're going to have we're going to have Dave from PNP, Ryan Smith from the Tobacco Sports Road,
Inside the vault. Yeah.
Inside the Vault. That's what I'm sorry. Inside the Vault. We're going to have Ben and Eric from Panthers on tap, and
No,
I'm missing
keep
some.
purring.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep
Keep
purring,
purring.
man.
My bad. And Panthers on tap. That is a great podcast as well. But yes,
Yeah.
we're going to keep purring podcast, and I'm missing somebody. Tony, who's the other person? Was that it?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, cool.
That's
All
it.
right, good. But
Yeah.
yeah, but y'all can catch us Sunday at 3 o'clock where we're gonna do our roster predictions. Okay. But fellas, y'all got something to say before we get up out of here?
Go
Pickle
ahead,
got a
Doug. You got
question.
anything?
What question you got, Pickle?
Oh, hold on. Wait. You know what? I'm sorry, Nakari. I saw that question you had earlier, what you said, and I forgot. So the Panthers did sign a new linebacker,
Hmm.
I guess to replace of Michael Barrett.
Right.
Aaron Beasley. Okay, he went undrafted
Yes.
last year out of Tennessee, and the Panthers picked him up today as well. So my bad, Nakari. I
Yeah.
meant to mention him. I saw your comment earlier and I forgot. So yes, we did sign a new linebacker, Aaron Beasley, to the squad. All
Hey,
right,
I
go ahead,
see.
Doug.
I see Pickle's question. Backups are Josh Nyman, Brady Christensen, Kate Mays, Chandler Zavala. Who gets cut for Jack Anderson? You want my honest answer? My honest
K
answer would be
Mays.
K Mays. Thank you. That's just me. That's just me,
Yeah.
Pickle.
I was gonna say the same thing.
But that's a good question though, Pickle, because again, even though he played good, again, like I said, I have to see it in back-to-back weeks. You can't look good one week and
Mhm.
then you wet the bed the following week. So that's where it goes. I have to just see it in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
one thing that K Mays does have going for him, K Mays can play center, guard, and potentially tackle. But I
Yeah,
think for the most part with the Panthers, no, he has played he did play guard in the first preseason game because everybody got hurt. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think you
Yep.
played some center too. Yeah, he played some center too because he
I'm
had a
sorry,
couple
tackle.
pancakes.
Tackle, my bad. I think he did he like take a couple snaps at tackle in that first game. Or no,
I'm
they
not.
moved
I don't.
Christensen. They moved Christensen out to tackle. That's what it was. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'd agree with you, Doug. It might be K Mays.
yeah, if it
All
happens.
right. Yeah.
But only thing I was gonna say was, yeah, Big Cousins definitely let you guys know Sunday. I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag yet. We'll have a part two as well. Part two will be talking about the schedule prediction for 2024. So for those details, you definitely gotta come on Sunday at 3 p.m. At Two
Mm-hmm.
Fans in the Stands. They're hosting night 1. We have night 2 with schedule predictions. So again, if you definitely make sure you don't miss out first, and if you want to catch part 2, we got another panel as well for part 2 with schedule predictions, man.
Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah. And if you're watching on Twix, hop on over to YouTube, click that subscribe button, turn those post notification bells. So whenever we do drop new content and go live, you be made aware. If you are in the YouTube chat right now, make sure you smash that like button. Okay, we'll greatly appreciate it. And also, there's some things that's working behind the scenes that looks like it's getting ready to jump off here real soon. So I'm not in a position to really let the cat out the bag, even though I want, kind of I'm itching to. But just know that two fans in the stands and what's up, Doug. We have been presented with a great opportunity that we're going to take advantage of, and we invite you guys to be a part of that as well. So up and running whenever that gets up and running, man, y'all can be a part of it. Go ahead, CJ.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey, real
sir.
quick, hold
Okay.
on.
Go
Tony,
ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
Tony, you say this, but we gotta let YouTube, if you're not subscribed to Two Fans in the Stands Twitter, head over to the Twitter page while the
And
Twitter
follow
followers
us.
come over
Yes.
to the YouTube side. Don't forget, like
Yeah.
I said, they're not just one entity on social media, or if you say for content, they also have a Twitter. So if you're on YouTube, make sure that you head over to the Twitter side as well.
Facts. Facts. We appreciate you. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Not Tony, not CJ. Tony and Doug got sponsors from the last show. Hey, look, just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. But hey, again, we appreciate everybody that hung out with us tonight. Thank you for joining. And as Tony said, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you know when our videos come out. Like I said again, catch us on Sunday at 3 o'clock as we do our roster prediction show. And as always, I like to take y'all out with 3 things, okay? Number 1, y'all be good. Number 2, y'all be safe. And number 3, as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding, man. We'll see you.